Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily. It's Des here. Just checking in ahead of the Do Running City Slickers Solidarity session. Just out for a quick walk to film the video. Hopefully you enjoy the episode. Of course, that session's coming up straight after it's 6:30. As ever, I'm here on a Tuesday to try and motivate and inspire you to chuck those trainers on, get out the front door and get involved in what we do here. It's a fantastic little session. It doesn't require too much commitment, just to get involved at the same time each week, knowing you're going to be part of the community, part of what we do. And sometimes just that thought is enough to inspire you to get out there and do it. If you can't join us at 6:30, of course, it's Tuesday training. Get involved at whichever point of the day you can. I do appreciate right now some struggle to get out when it's dark, so as you can see, it's still light behind me whilst filming. If you have taken advantage, absolutely fantastic. One thing I'm always encouraging is to make the most of the daylight, because it is really important. It does so much for our mood. Today there's been particularly blue skies as well, which is fantastic to see after all the adverse weather. Still fairly cold though, so wrap up warm, stay safe, stay well lit, make sure traffic and other people can see you. That's really important, isn't it? Whilst I'm encouraging activity when it's potentially dark, I also want you to stay safe and well whilst you're doing it. And if you can't get out till after, that's absolutely fine too. It's just about being a part of something. Tag us in at DOdaily 2020, at DoRunning19, hashtag Tuesday training, and we'll get your pictures shared. Like I say, it's all to motivate and inspire others to get involved, to be part of the team. And right now, that's really, really important, isn't it? Every day it seems at the moment, you switch on the television and they're talking about further restrictions. And whilst I agree with a lot of them, don't tend to agree with the current government on too many things, but right now I think it's important just to adhere to that, isn't it? We've all got to sort of stick to the rules the best we can, do the things we need to do, because there's a massive problem out there. But whilst there's a massive problem, whilst we've got to restrict contact, there's still things we can do, and there's still things we have to do to make sure the problem doesn't get any worse. We all need to stay fit and well, and this is just one way of doing it. I'm here every day to encourage people to get outside, get active, reaping all those benefits, be a bit more self-aware, self-conscious of how they can make such an effort to increase their own health and well-being. I spoke a lot last week about my personal sort of journey with that, and how I'd felt let down in the past, and it wasn't until I realised that I'm actually responsible for myself, and by doing some of the things I do today, that sort of taught me that. But by that, until that point, it wasn't, I was unaware, but I wish somebody had told me, and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to sort of pass on that message that by keeping healthy and well, by getting in the activity, by keeping our mind on top of our mind and our feelings in that sense, we can do so much to restrict the burden on the NHS, because that's really important. It just feels like right now they're under so much pressure. They're always under pressure because of the nature of what it is, but it feels like now that the pressure's really, really high, and the situation is going to get that slight bit worse. So there's no point in trying to deny that. We can all envisage what's coming. So like I say, guys, get out there, do whatever you can, do your bit, do your bit for others. That's really important, and by being a part of this team effort, we can just showcase exactly what we do, and like I always say, if we can help one person, if one person gets encouraged to join us next week, that's fantastic, isn't it? Over the last couple of weeks, we've had people join in, which has been brilliant to see, and there's more and more sort of looking us up, putting the feelers out with us to see what they can get from it. All I'll say to that is, just take the plunge, guys. Just jump in, both feet. There's nothing to be scared of. It's really, it's a really friendly group. Lots of encouragement, whatever level you're at. There's no set way to do it. It's not about speed merchants. It's not about beginners. It's about absolutely everybody. And we'll do whatever we can to facilitate absolutely anybody who wants to get involved. I'm always here to encourage, other people are here to encourage, and that's what we are. Tuesdays, as much as in normal times, on a Tuesday I'd run the City Slickers group, which I mentioned before, and it's a fantastic setup. It's a group that all run together regardless of the pace. Normally it's a bit of a slow pace, to be honest, because that's the nature of the people getting involved, but there's nothing wrong with that. We absolutely love it. We enjoy what we do. Do you know, it's fantastic. We just get out there, make the most of something we love doing, and make the most of other people, because that's really important, isn't it? And again, whilst we can't do that in person, why not take the opportunity to let some of that inspiration rub off? Do you know, let what other people are doing. Sometimes that's all it takes, just seeing somebody out there doing something, whether it's pretty epic or just normal. Do you know, it can just be the catalyst to get us off our backside and get us outside. So that's it's quite a lot there about the solidarity session. I've been thinking a little bit whilst I've been sort of preparing for the video. Do you know, if it does anything as well, it offers great routine. Do you know, I'm currently in the middle of a running streak, so pretty sort of committed to my running, pretty committed most days, well, every day, because it's a running streak. But some days are a bit easier than others. Some days are a bit tough to get motivated. It's just the nature of what it is. But what I've found is never kind of feel that on a Tuesday, because it's something I always do. Do you know, I just think I do that at 6:30. It's part of do running. It's what I want to do. I absolutely love it. So it never even comes into the equation whether I'm feeling it or not. On other days, sometimes you let the external things sort of take over. Have I had enough sleep? Am I tired? You know, have I eaten the right things? What time should I go? And you start procrastinating. And on those tough days, you know, it can get a bit difficult. But like I say, having this routine just means it never even pops into my mind. It's something I do. Do you know, I do it with Kay, so that's another sort of bonus point for me. I do it for the rest of the group, do it with Kay, do it, I log a not park run. Do you know, and all these little things go up to making me really get the most from it, really enjoy it. And of course, all I want to do with that is just pass the message on. I was thinking as well, do you know, I used to surround myself with such negative people who, when you encourage them to do something, I don't know, say watch a film or something, you say, oh, watch this film, it's brilliant, because you've probably been inspired by it from it yourself. Do you know, and how stupid is it? And these were the kind of people I was surrounded with, who won't watch a film because you've inspired them. There's some, like, the stubbornness kicks in. The reason we want to share such things is because we get so much from it, and we want our friends, we want the people around us to get that feeling too. And what a feeling that is. Do you know, when something inspires you, when something sort of encourages you, and then you do get the most from it, how great do we all feel? Do you know, individually, collectively? Do you know, it's such a fantastic feeling. And why isn't there more of that? That's all I'm trying to do all the time, is encourage people to do the things they do. A lot of the time I get questioned for my motives. It's just the way it is. Yeah, why would he do that? Why would he go out his way to encourage other people and do things for people? It's just the way I am, do you know. And I've realised over time, spoke about this so much in the last 2 or 3 weeks, over the festive period especially. I've just realised that by helping others, it helps us so much. So if I can encourage and motivate and get that one person involved, just like you could, as I touched on before, if you can get that one person involved by doing what you do, invite them into this amazing community, you know, get them involved in the Wednesday workout challenge, which is tomorrow. Check that out in the closed Facebook group. There's still plenty of ways to get involved in that, or even just use it as inspiration to do something else. But it's all about just getting involved, you know, throwing yourself into something, making the absolute most of it. And when you do, you'll feel so pleased you did. Do you know, at the end of the day, when you sit down, do you know, I like to get out a little bit earlier, in all reality, than 6:30, particularly whilst the working from home and things like that are the way it is, and I like to be settled. But again, it's working to that routine. So I just do it. I do it because I have to do it. And when I sit down at the end of the night, you know, it feels fantastic because I feel like I've achieved what I've set out to do. And that was my point there. Even though it's a little bit later, you know, I can tick it off and say, you know, I've done what I needed to do today. I've been a part of something, different, you know, and I'm already looking forward to tomorrow. Of course, after tomorrow, I've just touched on the Wednesday workout challenge. We've got Thursday thoughts. If you've got any questions for me, any thoughts, anything to say, please post up in the comments on any of the social media, any of the videos. Be really pleased to get those. I'll be on at 6 p.m. on Thursday with a live session, you know, answering your questions to the best of my ability. I'm not saying I'm going to wow you or shock you with any of the answers, you know, just little bits of information, little bits I've picked up from my experiences, from my knowledge. You know, sometimes it might not be exactly right, but it's just about trying to check in with others, isn't it, and understand what makes people tick and how they're going. So I always look forward to Thursday thoughts, and on a Tuesday it's kind of time to start building up for that, looking for the content. So if you can help with that, I'll be extremely grateful. And then of course it's wake up to walk on Friday. So like I say, Tuesday's always the start of the real activity on DOdaily. Let's get out there and do it, you know, whichever way, shape or form. Get something on the board, enjoy what you do, you know, get out there, you know. I can assure you, you'll feel absolutely fantastic for it. Check out the links at the end of the video. It'll have all the social media which you can post into, you know. Get your pictures on. Let's do what we've got to do. Let's keep fighting this situation, and whatever they say, whatever the restrictions on, don't let it affect us too much. You know, if we keep battling on, keep battling through, we'll feel absolutely fantastic. And over time, I've just realised that the things I've done to combat COVID in the last sort of 8 or 9 months, I've actually sort of started to define me a little bit more for who I am and what I want to be. And when you start feeling that, it's absolutely fantastic. So if it starts with a Tuesday training and a solidarity session, why not get involved? You know, come on guys, get on that playlist. Some great songs on there to listen to. Search it, DOdaily on Spotify. Some brilliant bangers. You know, let's give it a real go. Until tomorrow, Wednesday workout, just doing it.